How's it going, everybody? Pete J for Pete J Play on Twitch, Pete_J on YouTube. Quit messing with your microphone, boy. Pete J Play on Twitch and Pete_J on YouTube. And I'm on Toy Tinker Simulator. Recently, NVIDIA had the update on my NVIDIA GeForce turned into the NVIDIA app, and the NVIDIA app does not seem to pick up my microphone. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do things now that things have changed. So I'm testing things out. Picked up Toy Tinker Simulator. And I enjoy it. I think it's a fun game. So what I want to do is I'm just going to try a stream here. I'm going to pick up some projects and we'll do some stuff. We'll probably go through each of the levels: beginner, apprentice, journeyman, master, and then a museum toy. And we'll try to do one of each, just as kind of a preliminary run to see how things go. If you're out there and if you tuned in and you're watching, I appreciate it so much. If you can drop me just a hi or something in the chat, just so I can make sure that the chat is working, I would appreciate it. So let's start off here in the beginner mode. We're going to pick up this, looks like a car. The requirements to make the repairs on this car: we need cleaners, we need a sponge and detergent. I have both, which is why there's a check mark here. And then the required equipment: we need the ultrasonic cleaner and the printer. I do have both of those as well. So we can go ahead and just accept that mission. It's going to bring us 370 kerns. And here it is. So you can see it's kind of dirty. So we'll start by just disassembly. This symbol here means that's just a pull. You can just pull this part apart like that. That'll come off that way. We can do this one. Same thing here. That's a pull. So as we spin it around, we can get the other wheels off. And again, another pull piece on there, as well as here. So we'll have the wheels off, and now we're going to take a look. We can get the steering wheel. That is another just pull out, and we got two flags, which I'm going to assume are the same. Just pull those straight out. Again, it is a beginner mission, so it's not very difficult. So there we have our pieces, and once you get all of the pieces off, this symbol means the sink. So this part is going to go to the sink when we hit this button, and it's now at the sink. The rest of these are going to go, as you can see, the little symbol on top is the ultrasonic cleaner. So these are all going to go to the ultrasonic cleaner, and all we have to do to get them there is just click on them. There we go. There we go. Okay, so we'll back out now by hitting the right mouse button, and we can see the green light over the cleaning table. We can also see the green light over the ultrasonic cleaner. It also tells you how many pieces you need in those areas. So one of one at the cleaning table or sink. We got to turn the water on, and then we'll take our sponge and we'll just work it around here and get it cleaned up. There you go, nice and clean. So we're going to do that. Then we're going to move the car to the 3D printer. So that's where that goes. So there, now you can see it's got the 3D printer. We'll go to the ultrasonic cleaner. There's all our parts in the bottom. We got to turn it on by pressing the power button. I hope the audio is okay. This is why I'm doing this, is just to kind of test everything out, see how everything's doing. All of the parts here are done. They're going to go over to the assembly table. So they don't need to be painted or anything like that. They're just going right over here. We'll go over to the printer. This is just a printer. We'll press the printer button, turn that on, and we'll get a nice decal that we can put on here to our car. Ooh, some nice flames. There you go. That's going to be fun. For a kid, we'll put that goes over to the assembly table. So now all our parts are here at the assembly table. So we're going to click on it, move forward, and we'll start. Well, let's start with the inside stuff. So we'll put the flags back on. We'll put the steering wheel back in, and then we'll put our wheels back on. That's the front, and these are the back. Now, if we click on our new toy, we can see toy assembled. Assembly is complete. Please take a photo of the toy. So here you go. There's our cell phone. We'll go ahead and take a quick shot of that. There you go. And there's the before and the after. So, good job. We did a good job. I think somebody will be happy to get that for Christmas this year. Santa Claus coming to town soon enough. We're just about to have, here in the States, we're going to have Thanksgiving. And that's when we give thanks. I'm just kidding. So we want to come back here. Then we're going to go to our laptop. Go to the project page. And active projects is now open. So we go on there. We got 370 coins plus bonus. It's 100% done based on the toy's repair progress. Okay, so we're going to deliver that toy. Toy has been delivered. We got 462 coins, 924 experience points, and 1 new toy in the beginner section. And this is the new toy here. It looks like a dog. A wooden dog with some wheels. So we'll go to Apprentice now. This is a little bit step up. And once again, I've been playing for a while. You can see I'm at level 68. 1,218 points out of 2,000. So I've been playing for a while. 11,544 coins. And once again, we get into the requirement list, and we have everything we need. So we have blue powder paint, so we're going to do some powder coating. We got some tools we're going to need. We got a screwdriver size 3. I have, they got 3 of them. I own 20 of them. 20 screwdrivers. So what about the paint? I only have 1 of those. We need the ultrasonic cleaner, the sandblaster, the powder coating, and the oven. So we have all of those as well. So we'll accept this. Little scooter. So again, once again, we're going to start by taking parts off. So the first thing we'll do is we'll take the seat off. And you can see that's got a screw on it. So we need to grab our screwdriver and place it over the screw. And then you grab and turn. Well, it's more like a pull, but it's a turn of a kind. Handlebar is in there, just kind of pressed in there, so we can pull that out gently. Obviously, we don't want to break it. Again, another pull. Oh, there we go. All right, so now let's get to the wheels. So how are the wheels? That looks like a screw right there to me. So let's grab the screwdriver. We'll put that there. There it is. And each time you use the screwdriver, so we've used it twice, which means I've technically, I believe, used up 2 screwdrivers. And there's 3. That's why it said we needed 3 screwdrivers. So there's the, is there anything else? Oh, there it is. Okay. So there's a little decoration here on the front. I don't think this, again, it's just pressed in place, so we can pull that out. There we go. And now we have the body of the scooter, and that's going to go over to the sandblaster. We know what this is. This is the ultrasonic cleaner. Those will go there. Okay. So we got 6 of 6 parts over at the ultrasonic. So let's go ahead and do that first. And then we'll get into the sandblasting. I'm going to clean these up, get them nice and shiny. There we go. All right, so those go to the assembly table. And now we'll head over to the sandblaster. All right, so here's the sandblaster. We're going to just clean that up like that real quick. And then we're going to the powder coater, which is right next to it. And the grab our paint gun, and this is the blue powder that we needed so we could paint up the scooter here. So that's done. We're going to put that over in the dryer now. Or the oven? What is it? It's the oven. Okay, they call it the oven. Press the button, and that heats up, and that will bake that powder coat on there and make it nice and shiny and bright. Now that goes back to the assembly table, where we start the assembly. So I think, what do you think? I think maybe we should go, let's do the small stuff, work our way to the wheels. It gets a little bit harder when it wants to roll around on you. So we got a handlebar here, we'll put that on. We got another handlebar here. This is that front decal, and then the seat. And then we'll put the wheels on. And there's our scooter, done and done. We will take a picture of it. It's a nice looking scooter. I like that color. I like the blue. It doesn't let you pick colors. I would hope that in some I don't know if they're still working on the game or not. I don't do a very good job of looking into the games. I just saw this one. I got excited about it, so I picked it up. I thought especially for Christmas it would be kind of cool. But it would be nice if they allowed you to pick colors. You know, if you can get to a point where you have a little bit more input into what happens. But right now it's kind of like you're just going through the steps. So here's the before. Here's the after. It looks like it was a red. Now we got a nice deep blue. I think that would look really nice. I think that would be a nice toy for somebody. And there she is. Very cool. I'm very happy with that. We'll back out. We'll go over to the laptop. We're going to go ahead and hit the projects. We'll go back down to active project. And we'll deliver this one. Done and done. We picked up another 462 coins, another 924 experience points, and we got a new toy in the apprentice section. And that toy is, that's kind of a farm. It's a weird kind of a diorama kind of thing. I don't know if you can wind it up and maybe it plays Old MacDonald or something and spins around. I don't know. But it's got a base. It's got a fence that runs around it. I believe that's a little like barn area, a little pen area, and then you got the farmhouse here. So that's a cleanup. There's a stuffed teddy bear. Journeyman. Let's move on. We're going to Journeyman. This is a riding toy. And as you can see, it's grayed out. So I don't have all the parts. I have all the required tools. Screwdriver size 3. We own 5. We need 3. So I may wind up having to buy more of those. All the equipment, we got the sandblasting, powder coating oven, vibratory tumbler, and the power sander. We got all that, but we don't have our required paint and materials. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in here. Actually, we have the black spray, we have the blue powder, and we have the orange powder. We don't have the varnish. So what we're going to do is we're going to pin that varnish. When we do, there's going to be our shopping list will come up. So there it is right there. There's our shopping list. Now if we go to the market, and we go to paint materials, we can look over here. We need 1 varnish. So we'll grab the varnish, buy that. We got the required amount. I'm going to buy 2 just because I have the money. And then we can clear our shopping list and get rid of it. Go back to Journeyman. And now we have all the things we need. We can accept this mission. Well, we can accept this job. It's not a mission so much. It's a privilege to be able to work with Santa here. No, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to go here. This seat is wood, and it has a screw in it. So we're going to need our screwdriver right there. And that comes off that way. We got the steering wheel, which I don't know if it actually steers. It's just kind of something for the kids to hold on to while they're riding around. We'll grab the wheels. These wheels, as you can see, they're just pressed in. I thought those were screws. It's just that dirty where it looked like they were screws. Okay, so we're going to pull these. These are just pressed in so we can pull these off gently. Obviously, we don't want to break them. And then these axles, I guess you would refer to them, they actually have a screw down here at the bottom. There you go. And there's another one here in the front, so we'll go ahead and do that. And the screw is set back so well, that's weird. So that goes to the sandblaster, right? And then these are the ultrasonic tumbler, vibratory tumbler, sandblaster, ultrasonic vibratory tumbler, sandblaster, and then this is the sander. All right, so we'll back out. Take a look around. Our first stop could be the power sander right here where we're going to take care of the seat. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to sand that down nice and smooth, get rid of all the crud and the dirt and get some nice wood there. That's going over to the paint area because we're going to varnish that up. It'll look really nice once we're done. What else do we need to do here? We got, let's go to the vibratory. I always like the sandblaster is kind of big, so try to get all this little stuff done first. There you go. And this is going to go, these are going to go over to the paint area as well. Now we'll hit the sandblaster. We're going to blast up the, clean up the body of the riding toy. And then that will go over to the powder coat. Here's one of the axles. We're going to get this one cleaned up. There you go. All right, now it'll get powder coated. And the handlebars, we'll get this cleaned up real well too. And again, over to powder coat. And then the second and final axle. Get that all cleaned up as well. And that'll go over. All right, so we're over in powder coating. I don't think anything else needs to be powder coated, but we're going to go here. We got 4 parts to powder coat. So the first one's going to be blue. That beautiful blue powder that once it gets into the oven, dries so nice. It looks so sharp. We're going to go orange with the blue and orange for the axles. So we got orange on the axles. That'll be pretty cool too. And then orange on the handlebars as well. So blue and orange, and again, once they dry in the oven, they come out really, the colors really sharpen up. I really like the way they sharpen up in the oven. So we got those. Let's go ahead and get these. We'll get these dry. And you can see that coating just firming up. That's a glare. That's a shine, basically, off of the paint. Because it got so shiny. Now we're going to head over to the paint table. And the seat needs a coat of varnish. So we're going to use some spray varnish here. We'll get that all painted up. There you go. That'll head over to assembly. Now we're going to paint up the wheels. We'll paint them black. I think just because everybody's so used to black wheels anyway. So give them a nice coat of shiny black spray paint. Oop, out of my way. And then we'll go with last but not least. There you go. All right, so now we're heading over to the assembly table. Same thing as before. We'll start with the handlebars. Get the handlebars on there. Get the seat on there. Let's put the, well, we can't do that. So what we have to do first is we have to put the wheels on the axles. Then we can put the axles on the toy. There you go. There she is. All done. Toy assembly is completed. Take a photo of the toy. You got it. I don't know if these, I should check. Maybe there is a folder somewhere on my computer with storing all these pictures, but I think this is just kind of a, part of, you just go through it. So here's what she looked like when she came in, folks. Here's what she looks like when she's going out. So we've given her a second life, and that's pretty good. Obviously, if I do take a screenshot, I take it from here so we could see both the before and the after. Just hit the F12. That's the Steam screenshot. Again, the screws being so far, I think they're back, right? So far back, allows the wheels to kind of turn. But the handlebars don't really do anything. It's just they kind of push it in certain directions and it goes that way. So, active project, deliver. We picked up 800 coins and 1,600 experience points, and we got a new toy in the Journeyman. So we've picked up, so far, we've got this new dog. We've got a farm, which I think there isn't one in there, but we've had farms before. They're not actually that new. We got a train. I'm missing a wheel. See, like I say, it's not uncommon to get the same, the same toy repeated. Here's third, actually. 1, 2, 3. So, master toy maker. Now, this is where you start to get into your remote controlled and stuff along those lines. You can see, basically the same remote control card 4 times. Again, that's where I go. It would be nice if we could pick our own paint colors and stuff, because then when you run into this, where you have the same helicopter 4 times, the same car 4 times, the same drone twice, if you can paint them different colors, that would be kind of cool. So let's grab this remote control. We have everything we need, obviously. So we'll go ahead and just get right to work with it. If you're out there and you're watching the stream, if you could just drop a hi in the chat, I would appreciate it. I'm just doing testing out my new. My system went through some changes, and I'm not exactly sure how things are working. So we'll pull that off. So like I say, just if you can drop me a a quick hi, I would appreciate it. That lets me know that at least, hopefully, I'll get it. That's the big thing. Is I want to see if I'm actually going to receive a screwdriver. We're going to pry this off. I was actually just hoping to take it off of the back. So we're going to. There we go. That's what I was trying to do before. There we go. Don't think there's, yeah, that goes over to sandblasting. So we'll send that over. Sink. That's the sanding table, I think. Brush paint. Sink. We got a little bit more to do here. So we're going to have to come in here and we have to remove the electronics. We're going to need a screwdriver to do that. There you go. Okay, so now we've got, oh, this needs to come off too. That needs a screwdriver as well. There's a little screw up at the top there. Yeah. Okay. And, okay, so that will go to the paint table. Brush paint. Okay. So there we go. We got everything disassembled. Now we're going to take a walk around the shop. We'll stop at the sink first, turn on the water, and we'll just clean up these wheels. All right, that one can head back to the assembly table. So I'll wash this one up real good too. That's two. That's I think that's the battery cover for the car, and this is 3. All right, that's clean, and we got one more, and that'll be 4, I think. And then we're done. We're done with the wheels. So that's done. We'll go to the brush table. 4 of 5. So we're actually missing. See, it's yellow, and if you look up at the top, you see there's 4 of 5. So there is another part that is not in there. Well, let's go 1 of 1 at sandblasting. So it's not going to be this, but we'll sandblast on the car, get it all cleaned up nice and smooth and ready for a coat. Over to the powder coating. So here we go. Powder coat. Oh, nice black. That's nice. All right, so that's nice right there. Going from a red to a black. Okay, so we're going to come over to the oven and we will start the oven up so we can bake that powder coating on nice and thick. There you go. Now it goes over to the assembly table. I kind of like that black. 0 of 1. So are we... How are we down 1? I don't know. Let's back over this way. Oh, you know what? Okay. There it is right there. So it was the car that we were waiting on. And because it was yellow, it wouldn't let us kind of proceed. So now we're just going to paint up this remote. Although most remotes are plastic. I don't know if you could just paint the plastic. But give that a nice coat of paint. Battery door. Battery cover. Nice coat of yellow. And then I don't... Oh, those are the joysticks. Okay, so we're painting the joysticks. Again, I'm not 100% positive if I'm on board with that. Okay, so we're going to do some pinstriping and some little decals here, a little paint work on it, and then it can go back to the assembly table. All right, so our electronics, we have to go back to the solder station, turn our soldering iron on, and we'll fix up all these wires and everything. We'll get that all taken care of. Okay, back to the assembly table. And I think that's about it, folks. So we're back into assembly mode. Can we... So that's connected. That's connected. And then that's connected. So the remote is done. Let's put the battery cover for the car back on. We can't see it, but it's underneath. And then we'll just go ahead and throw the wheels on. And then we can put the remote on, and there we go. Toy assembly is completed. Take a photo of the toy. I like the black. I'm not so sure about the other colors. Between you and me, I'm not sure. Although I think it would have looked pretty good in the red as well. So, very cool. So we finished another one. And we got that done. And we'll go ahead and jump into the laptop. Head to the projects. Active. We'll deliver this. We picked up another 462 coins, 924 experience points, plus 3 new toys in the master section. Okay, so let's take a look at those 3 new toys. What do we got down here? 3 cars. All right, museum toys. These are different. These museum toys are for your museum. We're going to grab, I'm just going to grab the original, the first one. That's what I'm doing. You can buy original parts. So say the toy comes in and it's missing parts. You can either buy the parts, or what you will buy is a thumb drive that you can then use on your 3D printer back in your shop. I don't know which this is going to be, but we purchased it. We need a sponge and detergent. So let's go into the market. And typically you always need sponges and detergent. So I'm going to buy a couple here. Again, I've got $13,208, and they're only 5. So let's get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go back. Detergent, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that money is important, and I will show you once we're done with the museum toy. Okay, so we have the original parts we need. We got the required cleaners. We have all the required paint materials, green powder and paint set. We have the required tools, screwdriver size 2, and we have the required equipment, the ultrasonic cleaner, the brush paint, the sandblaster, the powder coater, the oven, and the printer. All right, so let's go ahead and buy that toy. That comes out of our pocket. We just purchased this toy. It's a train toy. We have many of these train toys. Let's take the wheels off first. That's just pressed into place, so we can pull those right off. Same thing with this and with this. More wheels back this way. There we go. We'll spin it around. Actually, we spin around it. It doesn't spin around us. And we'll get these wheels off here. Unfortunately, folks, we did not get the thumb drive. Here are the original parts that we wound up buying to replace the lost parts. So we've got 2 wheels that were missing. So we won't be using the 3D printer this time, but this has a screw in the middle of right here. So we're going to grab our screwdriver from here, and we're going to make that remove. We're going to remove this as well. That's just put inside that on that post there. Get the chimney off, and again it's just pressed into place, so that's easy enough to get off. This has a screwdriver, and I think it's on the inside here. Yeah, there it is. Okay. The tender? That's not the tender, right? Is it the tender? Maybe it's the tender. I don't know. I don't know, man. That's got a screw up here. Yeah. There we go. Okay, now I think that still needs to be, that can go to the sandblaster. This one, though, still has to be taken apart. So you can see that it's got, and it's got a screw. It's on the bottom, I think. Yeah. There we go. All right, so all our parts are disassembled now. And that will go to the sandblaster. That goes to the sandblaster, the tender, and that, oh wow, I grabbed both of those. That goes quick. That goes to the blaster as well. Ultrasonic cleaner, ultrasonic cleaner, ultrasonic cleaner, sink, 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 sink. So yeah, these 2 are the parts we bought. So those were the replacement parts. We were lucky we were able to find them in stock, and we'll be able to rebuild our train to 100%. Let's stop at the sink first. Usually the easiest thing to do is just kind of a little soap and water and a little elbow grease, and we'll get this, look at how bright and shiny red those are. We get those right back. That'll go over to the paint table, the brush paint. There's another one for the brush paint. A third one. One more makes 4. There it is. Alright, so we're missing stuff for the brush paint. 4 of 7, so we still need 3 more parts. Here's our ultrasonic cleaner. Couple of smaller wheels. Those probably will wind up over. And so will that stack, I think. That will wind up on the brush paint as well. There they are. They all go to the assembly table. But I'm going to take a trip over there real quick. A brush paint. Brush paint, brush paint. See, I knew that was going to happen. So that's everything for the brush paint. We got the printer and the oven, but that's going to be okay. So I think we can go ahead and, you know what, let's go ahead and do this, because just in case there's some like in that last one where we saw they wound up painting some racing stripes on there and doing some other kind of graphics work. Let's go ahead and we'll hold off on that until we're ready to, although it does say, it gives us the number of parts that are going to be there, and they're all already there, so, you know, no big deal. We'll clean these up. There you go. Get all these cars looking nice. All right. Oof, still more. This is a coal tender. That's what the tender is, the coal tender, right? That's where you keep the coal in a steam locomotive. But we'll head over to powder coating. We'll start spraying these things down. What do we got here? We've got a green, a bright green. And there's that. We got another green. Although this one looks like it's turning greener than the other one did. Okay, so far all green. I've seen them where they've kind of made them all different colors, which I gotta say I wasn't a big fan of. So the fact that pretty much the whole train is one color makes sense to me. I'm alright with that. And the green isn't bad. Again, once we get it in the oven, it will dry and it will bake to a nice shiny green. It won't be this kind of matte green. Alright, so there's that. Now we're going to go over to the oven and we're going to go ahead and dry these out. Oh, see, that's black, but it didn't look like it was black coming out of the gun. So, and again, these are just, that's the shine. Once it bakes to a nice hard finish, the paint, it gets kind of so shiny that you get this little glare off of it. Okay, so this is going to the printer and that's going to the printer. But that's it. So brush paint it is. We're going to go ahead and do some painting on these wheels. Alright, so that one's done. That one's done. 2 down, 2 to go. Okay. Alright. Oh, there's an owl out in my backyard. I can hear him hooting. Woo! 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 Kind of cool. Alright, so that's all done. What else do we have? Printer. We got 2 parts at the printer that need decals. So we're going to grab the decal. Alright, first decal. Oh, I like it. I like it. Looks very good. Go over to the assembly table. This will probably be another eagle for the side here. I'm not as big a fan of those as I was the first ones, but that's okay. Whoa, spun around a little too quick. So we're into assembly mode. So again, it gets a little difficult because that can go there. And then I think you can't get those on there yet. Okay, so we need to put this on there. So that car is almost done. Now, what do we have left? Just wheels, I think, right? All right, so there's one of those. I think we got it. I think we got the first car done. Oh, chimney. That goes on there. Can we now? Yeah. There you go. The engine is getting put back together here. Okay. So we're going to need these small ones. 1, and then 2, 3, 4. Okay, so those are the small wheels. These are the... There it is. Toy assembly is complete. Take a photo of the toy. That does look pretty good. I do like the way that came out. Pretty happy with that, folks, before and after. Let's F12 that puppy. F12. Find my channel, look it up. You can see it for yourself. I'm pretty happy with the way that one came out. Looks good. Looks real good. All right, so now this was a museum project. Okay, so we add that to our inventory. So now we have the toy has been delivered, 750 XP, 2 new toys in the museum toys. Okay, so if we go to museum toys, what 2 new toys? It's the same car. We have 4, we have 4 of these. One of those, this is a new train situation. All right, so let me explain to you about the museums. Here's the toy museums. I currently own all of these. Kosala, Istanbul, Sivas, Sakarya. And if we go to the museum, I have, it's on the ground floor. We have the 30 meters, well, I don't know what that is, 2 showcases, 8 toys, 8 visitors, 10 bonus. Number of toys required to open this museum is 8. Museum bonus brings extra income for each delivered toy. So we're getting, museum bonus brings extra income so we get an extra 10. So if we go to the museum, I guess I could have just shown you the pictures, but I'll do that in the next one. So I clicked it. We're on our way. Toy Tinker down there in the right-hand corner. You can see that. We're going to head to the. Here's our museum, our toy museum in Kokali. You can see we got people in there. A couple kids doing the pee-pee dance. We got a full house. People enjoying. So we have these showcases here, and I think these are pretty well filled with toys. And I can and should at some point go through and change up. I think this is how you do it. But I think you can go and you can change up the, So I can put different toys in here. This over here is my inventory of toys. As you can see, they all have names on them. That means that these toys are currently in those other museums. And if you wanted to just clear the whole thing, you can clear the whole thing. But I don't have enough. I already have a... Yeah, here we go. Okay, so if I click on it, so you can see I've already got a train very much like the train I just made. This one, although this one is black, so so we don't really need to change that. I kind of like this layout. Ready to launch. Ground floor. Okay, so we'll go ahead and launch that. I mean, although it's already launched. I'm not sure if once I get into the edit mode There you go. Everybody's happy. Woo! Check it out, y'all. Come in and see my museum. So again, I think I just got the benefit of a second opening. Second grand opening. Even though I didn't really need it because I was already opened. Of course, this kid's got doing the pee-pee dance over here. He's got to go. Somebody better get him. I love that, though, that it doesn't change. So this kid's here. You go to camera run. He's still here, and he's still doing his dance. He's still here, still doing his dance. I don't know what... This woman is at the toy museum, but she seems to be enjoying this plant for some reason. So we can get out of here. That's our one museum. I think all of them... Oh, I didn't mean to go all the way back, though, dude. Oh, dude. Duder. I can't remember which one's which. Okay. So this is a duplex. We've got 3 showcases with 12 toys. We have 34 visitors and a 30 bonus. Sivas. Ground floor, 2 showcases, 8 toys, 15 visitors, 15 bonus. And then this has got 3 showcases, 12 toys. All right. And we can go to Izmir. We need 8 toys to open it. And like as we saw in the inventory, we only have 1 that's not accounted for. This one's the biggest one. 44 showcases. We need 16 to open it, and of course you have to buy them. So I got $12,833, but which would get me Izmir, but I don't have the inventory. If we go to museum toys, like I say, you can see that all of these are taken because they have the name of the museum in the top. The only one not taken is this one. So until we get some more, and we can buy furniture and sofas and big sofas or small sofas, chairs, tables, aquarium tables. So I don't know what to do with this. I mean, there is an office, okay? And that office, you can decorate. I'll show you the office in a minute, but master collection. We can play with the master toys. So if we go, I'll show you if we got one of those. This is like one of those, that farm toy I was telling you about. I don't understand it. I think it's just kind of almost like a little music box or something. Here, let's see, hover over the toy, then hold the left mouse button until progress bar is complete. So here it is. And if I do this, okay, so it's got a little key, you wind it up, and you see the train kind of goes around. That's kind of it. I mean, there's other ones you can do. I've never played with the helicopter. The car was kind of hard to control. I couldn't figure out. Q, E, W. Oh, okay. We've got train cars in here. Oh. Alright, so that's how we fly it. Okay. Oh, that's kind of cool. Woo! Oh. Very cool. So you can play with some of the toys. Again, there's the remote control car. I found that one kind of hard to control. But outside of that, yeah, you can totally drive these cars. So it's pretty cool. The other thing, what is the other thing, Pete? If we go back to our office, I was going to show you the office. So we do have an office, as you can see, and I guess we can decorate. You can come into the fish. I like fish. Um, the only problem I have with the fish tank is I'd like to turn it on when I come in to work and then shut it off before I leave. But once we turn our backs on this aquarium, it will shut off by itself. So it's constantly off. We can start this up. This is just kind of a perpetual motion machine kind of thing. This is all it does. I don't know what else it does. But you got artwork on the walls that I guess you can change. You can change some of the decorations in here but honestly, you can't access any of it. So it's just aesthetic really. Not bad, but I'd much rather be in the workshop working. Animal Rescuer, I do dig that though. I dig that. And then we got the bunny, of course. What else were we going to talk about? We were going to talk. I was going to tell you about the achievements. So here's your badges. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. So I think there's only these 24. And it's, repair 20 cars. We've got 18 of 20. So we repair 2 more. We'll get that repair 20 cars badge. Repair 10 trains. We're at 9 of 10. Repair 10 airplanes. That's one of the reasons why I go through it and I do one of each. I'm not really trying to like headhunt and pick, try to get this is going to be a big one. 30 toys out of 200. Repair 10 trucks. We've only done 1. 20 plushies, although we have done other ones. So this is to repair 3 toys, 5 cars, 5 ships, 5 trucks, 5 plushies, 5 trains, 5 airplanes. Then we go up to 5 toys, 20 toys, 100 toys, and 10 plushies. So there you go. Sorry about that. I had to cough. So there's little in-game badges that you can earn. And again, like I say, I'm not headhunting or anything, so I just come in, look at the projects, beginner. Let's just grab this first one. Okay, we need original parts. More than likely, it's going to be this rope. It's a string. It's thicker than a string, but not quite a rope. So we'll buy that, and then we need orange spray. We'll pin that to our shopping list. Go to our market and orange spray. Buy that. Go back, clear our shopping list, and we can go back to beginner. We now have everything we need. We'll go ahead and take care of. And so that's what you're doing. You're fixing toys, building up your inventory. Fixing toys and earning badges and money. The money allows you to buy both museum toys as well as museums. When you get enough museum toys, you can open up a new museum, which increases your bonus for repairing the toys. We're going to go through. I think we'll go through one more time. We'll do another run through. I think we'll be okay with that. And this, we're going to need a tool. We're going to need to cut it. So we got a razor blade here. We'll cut that off. This is just all of this stuff is see, just made a liar out of me. I was gonna say all of this stuff is just pressed into place. But pretty easy. Ultrasonic cleaner. That's our new rope for the phone. So over to the sink, we'll do a little soap and water. Clean up the telephone base here. There you go. That goes over to painting varnish. And then this is going to get cleaned up here. This handle, that goes over to brush paint. Ultrasonic cleaner. We'll get that dial thing put on there in the hang-up bar. That can go back to the assembly. Although I thought that went to brush paint and that went to painting varnish. Trying to fool me. Don't try to fool me, man. Alright. Do you think this might need to go? All right, so we're going to do blue. Oh, we're doing orange. Orange paint, that's right, we bought it. I don't know, it looks pretty good, I think. The orange paint. So instead of going with the two-tone like it was, we went one tone. Monotone. We'll brush paint this up here, get it all cleaned up pretty good. Two-tone on the handle. And there you go. We're going to do the different buttons in different colors. That will help. All right, so we're back to assembly. And we want to get our cord on our handle on our hang-up bar on our phone. We'll put the, there she is. One more phone done. It looks pretty good. I like it. I think I'm pretty happy with that. Although I'm not sure about the handle. Maybe go green. Maybe go green or something. I don't know. I'm not going to take an F12 of that. But it looks pretty good. I think some kid would love to get that for Christmas, you know? Set up their own pretend office space, and they got their own pretend phone. We'll deliver it. And we're going to wind up getting 812 coins and 1,624 experience points, plus 2 new toys at the beginner level. And they're both this guy, pulling a wheelbarrow. Apprentice, okay, here you go. You can get to see me fix a plushie. We got all the requirements we need. We got the sponge and detergent. We also have the filling machine. This is the first time you'll get to see the filling machine. We'll accept that project. There he is. And there's no disassembly. We're just going to throw him right over into the sink, aka cleaning table. Turn the soap and the water on. We're going to give him a good wash up here. Look at that. I actually kind of like that material. That looks, when it's cleaned up, yeah, it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Yeah, it looks pretty good. All right, you can go over to the filling station. So we head over to the filling station. There he is. That poor guy. Look, he's seen some better times. Let's hit this filling station. And we're going to use this foot pedal to fill it full of stuffing. Whoa, look at that. Now that is a teddy to be proud of right there. I do like that. I like the colors. I like the material. Oh, that is a nice teddy right there. There he is. Done and done. Take a photo of the toy. I definitely will. I will take a picture of this toy. I do like it. He does look good. From that to that. F12 it. See? I mean, that's a nice teddy right there. I would be happy to own that teddy. I like the layout. I like the look. Very cool, man people. We'll deliver that up, and we will pick up another 437 coins, 874 experience points, and we get one new toy in our apprentice shop, which is a truck. And that truck looks like it needs some work, so that'll be fun to work on. We got and we're in Journeyman. We got another one. Should we do a different one? We've already done one of we've done that one tonight. So I've never done this one. This is a new one for me, the snow plow, the plow. Required paint materials, we need red spray, which we don't have. So we'll pin that to our shopping list. We've got the tools, the bench wheel, and the screwdriver. Okay, I haven't used the bench wheel yet either, so you get to see that. We also need the power sander, laser engraver, sanding block, ultrasonic cleaner, brush paint, bench grinder, and nickel plating. So there you go. This is a good one. This is a good one. I'm happy with this one because we're going to get to see a lot more stuff. So we need the red spray. There it is right there. We'll buy some of that red spray. Clear that out. We'll go back. Journeyman, and we're going to do this. We have everything we need. We'll accept that mission from Santa, should we choose to accept it. And like I said, never done a plow before, so very cool. Although the truck build does look very similar. So I think these wheels are just pressed into place. So we'll be able to just pull these off. And then it will sit flat, which makes it a little bit easier to work with rather than constantly wanting to roll around on us. All right, so there's that. We're going to have to pull these axles, so we'll do that. They are just pressed in place as well. And they just come out like that. Let's get the plow off. And that is pressed into place as well. There we go. Okay, so we got a couple of drivers. So lively and quick. I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick and Fred, because St. Nick doesn't go anywhere without Fred. And there's their chairs, which have been through it. We're going to pull off this faceplate here. We're going to need our handy dandy screwdriver. There we go. Take off the sides. Oop, did I miss it? I must have missed it. Missed it again. There we go. I knew where I needed to be. I just wasn't getting it lined up for some reason. Not the way they wanted me to. So there we go. We get the dumper off. The dumper has. Oh, I didn't even know that. Okay, that piece of wood. I think it's just one piece of wood there. We got a screw underneath here. And then that goes to the power sander. All right, so one of two. There's another one that needs to go to the power sander. Where is that? That's the grinder. That's this here, the dumper. Ultrasonic cleaner. Ultrasonic cleaner. Ultrasonic cleaner. Ultrasonic cleaner. Okay. Ultrasonic cleaner. Ultrasonic cleaner. Ultrasonic cleaner. Ultrasonic cleaner. Oh, nope, that was this sanding block. Sanding block. Sanding block. Sanding block. Sanding block. And then we've got the bench grinder. Now that is all of our parts. So let's start with the sander. Get this all cleaned up. I mean, the wood looks really nice. Once you take off that top layer, and I'm using very fine sandpaper. I'm not trying to take off a lot. I'm just trying to take off, clean up the top. There you go. So it's a very fine sandpaper, I believe. All right, now we're going to do the bench grinder. These are going to get plated. So what we're going to do, we got to turn on the grinder first. And we want to slide this axle back and forth. And as we do so, we're going to get that grime and that grit off of there. We're going to send it over to the nickel plater. And we'll do the same thing here. We're going to clean up this grime and stuff and get the rust off. And then we'll send it over to the nickel plater so it can get plated up. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do this. I don't want it sitting there for too long. So we'll get the nickel plater going. Nice and shiny axles, very good. Okay. Sanding block. Same thing. We're just doing this by hand. We don't want it to accidentally get over sanded using the power sander. So we're gonna do this by hand just so we can control how much we're doing. There's that. Okay. Ultrasonic cleaner. Get St. Nick and Fred all cleaned up in their chairs too. They'll go to the brush paints. What else we got? We got the laser engraver. We're going to hold on to that. All right, let's do brush paints. Let's do this because I've had it where once you do this, the paint and the varnish, it will go over to brush paints. Although I think we had the green light, so I don't think that's an issue right for these right here. This is pretty cool. Nice wooden toys. There's okay. So the plow's gonna get a nice coat of red paint. That's nice. That does look nice. The truck looks like it's blue. That goes to laser engraving, and a nice coat of red paint for the cab. Nice coat of red paint for that's going to laser engraving as well. All right, laser engraving. 8 parts in brush painting. So let's do this. We're going to clean up the seats. Just give it a coat of green paint. There you go. That looks much nicer. Give St. Nick a nice coat of purple paint. Blue. It's actually blue and orange. I don't know if I'd go with those colors for people, but okay. Maybe orange for the head and then blue for the clothes. That might work. I don't know. There you go. Okay. This one's Fred. It looks a lot like St. Nick. But it's just a coincidence. And then I think this is the last seat. We're gonna get this cleaned up. Yeah. All right. So now we're going over to laser engraving. Let's just take a look real quick. Everything is good. Okay. Everything is good. Laser engraving, folks. So we're going to go here. And first thing, we got the door in there. So we're going to turn this engraver on. Ooh, they put a scary bat on the side of it. That's kind of strange. This, I believe, is the bumper. That's the front bumper. Ooh, we're going to get a scary bat on there, too. Okay. This is the other door. All right, so everything should be on the assembly table. So the first thing I think we need to do is assemble the cab. Okay. Can't put that in there yet. We can't put the people in their seats. We just can't. Maybe we can once we put them in the seats. Yes, we can now put the seats in the cab. There you go. All right, so that will not go on there. We can put the dump on the back of the truck. Oh, that's right. We got to put the wheels on the axle first. And then we can put the axle on the truck, which doesn't make sense because. And then, really? So that goes on the front. That's the bumper. Now we can put that back on. There you go. All right. Again, I would say the only thing I like it. I do. I really like the toy. I think it's a cool toy. That's the other thing is I want. As I'm doing this, I'm looking at these toys. I'm going. You know what? I could probably make that toy. I could probably make that. I do. I mean, I don't know. I would have gone maybe blue back and blue top. The red bumper doesn't bother me, but the bat does. The bat bat disappeared there. What happened? What happened there? So I kind of dig that. Oh, it's kind of good. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Some kid will love playing with his new active project. We deliver it. 762 coins, 1,524 XP, 1 new toy, and journeyman. So we did beginner. We did apprentice. Did I skip apprentice? I'm gonna do apprentice because I think I missed apprentice. And then we got master, and then we got a museum toy, which is another train. I mean, it's just So many trains. Maybe we'll skip. Let's do the airplane. This is for my brother-in-law, Tom. He's a big plane guy. He likes planes. So we're going to go ahead and... This will be Tom's... this is Tom's Christmas present. Don't tell him. All right? If you see him, don't tell him that I got him an airplane. And don't tell him that it was used. It's a used airplane. I'm going to try and make him believe that it's a brandy dandy new airplane. All right, so we need a screwdriver. All right, so we had to bend those tabs. And really? I think that was pop riveted on there, though. So I don't believe that I could just pull that off. Oops. All right, so where are we at? We need to pull off these props, propellers, and just pull out. We got to pry those out with the screwdriver. One left. Okay. Now we can take the wing off. There you go. Little metal tab on there. We got to take this. Same thing, there's probably a metal tab underneath. We're going to straighten that out. There we go. There's the body. That goes to sandblasting. Sandblasting, sandblasting, sandblasting. Sandblasting, sandblasting, sandblasting. Ultrasonic cleaner. Ultrasonic cleaner. Grinder. Those are all our parts. Let's get over to the grinder. And we'll take care of this. Toot sweet. Got it down to the bare metal. It's nice and good. We'll put that on the assembly table. Although I think that's supposed to go into... No? Typically, when you could take it off the grinder, it goes into nickel plating. Not this one, though. All right, so I think at this point, when we're done with this one, we'll be at Master, and then we'll do another museum. And... or maybe we won't. Where are we at now? Oh, we're over an hour, so actually we'll probably be done. Originally, I was gonna drive Bus Simulator 2021 is free for the weekend on Steam. And my brother-in-law contacted me. He was thinking, hey, let's try this out. And okay, cool. I completely spaced. I got caught up doing stuff, and it wasn't until after 10 my time that I was like, oh, that's right. I got to drive with Tommy. So I reached out to him, and he was like, oh, you know what? I actually have something I got to get up early tomorrow, so I can't really do it anyway. So we're gonna, I think it's gonna be Saturday. We're gonna jump on. We're gonna do some free Bus Simulator 2021. I'm gonna record hopefully and upload to my YouTube channel. Maybe I'll try to stream it on Twitch. I would like to start doing more on Twitch. But my rig isn't really good enough to play and stream, so it struggles with that, which is why I've kind of turned to recording and uploading. I've uploaded some stuff to Twitch, but it just feels like Twitch is more of an app for live interaction, things happening in the moment, whereas YouTube feels more like something you can kind of edit and, put some spit and polish on it and then upload it later. So if you're going to if you have to record, you might as well, try to do some stuff with it. So I'm definitely going to. There you go. All right. 7 of 8 things are in the oven. Oh, because there's one more propeller. There you go. Now all 8 parts are in there. Okay. Go to the oven, turn the oven on. The only things that go in the oven really are the stuff that comes off of the powder coating. So once you're done with that, all of this stuff can be dried. I'm not a big one on wanting to, leaving it sitting in the oven for too long. Okay, so there's everything, right? So we're going over here. All right, first things first. We need to attach the propellers. Boom. 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 Okay. Propellers are attached. We need to attach the rear there. Okay, so this goes on. Oh, we got to put the axle in for. Oh, we got to put the wheels on first. Wheels first, then the axle goes on, then this piece goes on. No, this piece goes on there, which doesn't make any sense, but okay. We've finished it. We'll take a picture of the toy. That looks pretty good. I think Tom's going to enjoy running around the backyard. Vroom! See, that's not bad. I do like that. Very cool. All right, active project, deliver. 512 coins, 1,024 experience points. So there you go. I mean, on the one hand, I don't want to do train toys because that's all there are. But on the other hand, I want to get them out of here. So it's like I kind of want to do them just so I can get rid of them. But it's a guy riding a bike. So there you go. So I'm hoping you enjoyed it. I enjoy it. I do like it. I find it very cathartic. It's fun to get in and just start, like I say, just going through the list: beginner, apprentice, journeyman, master, museum toy, and then start all over again. Start all over again, get back to the top. And oh, hey, still on. All right, we're gonna end the night, so you guys go to sleep. Thanks for joining me. Hopefully you'll come back soon, and hopefully you'll come back soon, and we'll see you again. Until I do, be safe, be well, be good, and be back here next time. And we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.